Welcome back to Hit Country Video. As you know, we've been down in Nashville doing some taping and meeting some people, and we're going to do something a little different this week. We're not talking to a recording, well, in a way, a recording artist, but an author and someone very important in country music. Buddy Killem, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine. And I want to wish you a happy birthday right here.
You wouldn't believe. I'll tell you, I had my big 5-0, and they outdid it today. Big dinner, great big party, and the gifts were unbelievable. Some of them we don't even want to talk about, though. Okay, what we're going to kind of discuss is this book, By the Seat of My Pants. And I'll tell you, I didn't get to read the whole thing. I read about a quarter of it, and I'm glad I didn't get through any more of it because the interview would have taken hours. It's really great, and I am going to finish it this evening.
Thank you. I'm just so pleased with the reaction to it. I've had nothing but really good response, and the letters I'm getting and the phone calls and so forth from all over the country are really just so pleasing.
Well, what brought about the book?
Well, throughout my, through years and years, I tell all these little anecdotes as I'm sitting around talking to friends or whatever. They say, you ought to write a book. And I sort of put that in the back of my mind. And then one day I had a call from Tom Carter, who wrote the Ralph Emery book, Memories. And he said, I've been doing research, and you have the best story in Nashville to tell. You should tell it. I said, well, I'll get together with you and we talk. And I had been thinking about all the wonderful anecdotes, the stories that were disappearing as people in the music business were dying. A lot of those stories should be chronicled because there was so much interesting stuff that was going away with the person. And also there are a lot of myths that sort of are around all the time that keep growing, and the truth sort of gets lost in those myths. So I came up with the idea of doing it, and started writing the book. And it took 3 years from the time we started till the time we got it out. But the response so far has just been great.
Well, I can't get over how far back you could remember. Did you have some family help you remember, or?
Well, certain things I remembered on my own, and then I went back home and I said, tell me if what I'm remembering is the truth. And my older sister said, yes, that's exactly right. Somehow my memory took me back really to a time when I was very, very young, when I canned some baby chickens.
I was just going to tell you, I remember when I was little doing the canning, but tell me about green chickens.
Well, they were green because looking through that green fruit jar, that's what it was. My sister and I have a twin, and my mother put us out in the yard, and we were playing out there, and she had washed all those fruit jars and had them drying and had the lids on, and then we had a couple of hundred baby chicks running around out there. So Joyce and I wanted to help our mother do some canning, so we just put the little chickens in there and put the tops on them without any regard for their little lungs, because we didn't know that without oxygen they would pass away.
Oh, no. And they were green chickens from the green jars, and I'll bet they were really proud of you for doing that, weren't they?
Oh, proud. I tell you something, I probably still have marks on me from that strap that my dad used on me.
Oh, no. Well, this is the kind of thing that's in the book. It starts out at Buddy's childhood and goes on up. And what were you, about 17 when you came to Nashville?
I was 18. I was right out of high school. Came up and went to work on the Grand Ole Opry as a bass player. Struggled for about 3 years. It was really sort of tough. And finally, I started writing some songs, and that helped me get into the music publishing business. And I was given a job for $35 a week running a brand new company called Tree Publishing Company. It had no office, and I talked the owner of it into buying me a little $50 tape recorder that I carried around everywhere. And when I would hear about a songwriter or a song, then I'd go to him and let him sing on that little tape, and then I would learn it. And I was working with all the stars as a bass player, so I would pitch the song to them that way.
Well, the first song you wrote got out pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah, I wrote a song called Won't You Please Be Mine Just for Today, and the next day Ray Price recorded it. I thought, boy, this is easy. Of course, I found that it wasn't quite that easy.
Didn't work that fast.
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm going to throw a couple names to you. Dolly Parton.
What a wonderful lady. I signed Dolly when she was 14 years old, signed her to Tree as a writer, and I got her a couple of record deals, and unfortunately she wasn't quite developed enough to get a hit at that time, and it was a few years later that she finally broke through. But I spotted her talent very early, and she and I have remained really good friends, and she's, well, I couldn't be more proud for anybody.
Okay, Roger Miller.
Well, Roger, I found him one Saturday night at a little place called, now you'd know it as Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. I was between shows where I'd been playing on the Grand Ole Opry, and I was standing there playing a pinball machine. This little guy comes up to me and he says, "Hi, I'm Roger Miller. I just got out of the Army. I came here to work as a musician." And all I wanted him to do was go away. I was putting my quarters in that slot machine, in the pinball machine, I mean, and he was bothering me. And so he kept talking. He said, I have a place to stay, but I don't have any money to eat on. So I only have $5 left. And I said, well, here, take this. And he said, I'm a songwriter, too. I said, well, I work for a publishing company. Why don't you come see me Monday? And he did.
Oh, wow.
And I signed him instantly.
Oh,
and
that's super.
he was with me for 33 years.
Well, you've had a very important role in country music. And what do you have kind of in the future? Is there anything that you would like to do that you haven't done, that you're kind of put on the back burner?
Well, if I have done it, I want to do it all again.
Right.
You know, I just sort of, I guess I look for mountains to climb. That's, you're always looking for something fresh and new. But even when you're looking for new things to do, you're continuing to do and redo all the old things that you've done. I still have music publishing companies. I have a production company. I have all kinds of businesses. I have about 20 businesses.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so, and I produce a lot of records. I have 5 acts that I'm producing.
Long days.
Very long days, but I enjoy it. I have a very high threshold and for stress, and I have a great energy source somewhere inside of me.
That's super. Well, listen, we're going to let you get to Nashville, and I want to thank you for your hospitality here at the Stockyard. If you ever come to Nashville, everyone has to come to the Stockyard. It's really super, and we got to listen to some of the entertainment, and you're going to be meeting some of the entertainment a little later. And I want to thank you, and we hope to see you the next time we're down this way.
Well, I certainly hope so, and maybe for your next birthday, huh?
Oh, there you go. It won't be another one like this, believe me.
Well, I tell you what, we'll make your next one just as exciting. You come back again.
Okay, and I want to thank you for the book, and we're going to go back to the show with one of your favorite people, Ronnie McDowell.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yippee-ki-yi-yo.
Yeah.
I remember the night that the dude rode in a silver blue Mercedes-Benz, a city slicker in a country bar. He stepped right out in the middle of the crowd, hitched up his jeans and he said real loud, say yo, a yippee-ki-yi-yo, I got a new dance you're gonna like the show. I take a 2-step, add a 3 and a 4, say come on everybody, get ready to go. Say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The band played hard as he started to move. A few brave souls started following the groove, and everybody else just watched him go. It was part buck dance and a cotton eye Joe, a little hip hop and a do-si-do. Say yo, a yippee-ki-yi-yo, I got a new dance you're gonna like the show. I take a 2-step, add a 3 and a 4, say come on everybody, get ready to go. Say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's Ronnie McDowell, Yippee-Tie-I-O on Hit Country Video.
I'm glad you're back
Try
to
and
do
say that real fast
I
3
don't think
times.
it's necessary. You know, dear, why they were going